He just looks like the guy next door, but
oh my God, he's the guy from the dungeon.
He's playing Dungeons and Dragons. Get back to the dungeon.
Get back to the dungeon.
Wax on, wax off.
Cigarettes.
Excellent.
Hello and welcome to Midlifers. We're your hosts, Bonds
And Mez.
And this is your weekly podcast where it's not self-help but more help yourself to a smorgasbord of nostalgia, laughter and a deep dive into the past.
Welcome, listeners. Today we're starting off with Rant or Rave, MAFS, Married at First Sight. Do we love it or do we loathe it? Then and now, riding in cars. We're not talking back to the future. We're talking about what it's like being in a car in the 80s. How has it changed to now? And Besties. I'm very excited about this one.
Yeah.
Best music videos of the 80s.
So let's jump in.
Yeehaw!
Rant, Rant or Rave. Yeah. Married at First Sight, but known as MAFS. Do we rant or rave it? Mez.
Oh, there's strong feelings about this.
This show gets my blood boiling.
Yes, but it's so juicy and it's so stupid and it's so watchable.
And it's a good talking point as well.
It is.
Hence why we're talking about it today.
Yes. It's out there. People have feelings for it.
Yeah. Well,
All
let's jump in,
Let's jump in. Okay. What do I love about it?
Oh, okay. We'll go with raves.
I'll go bits and pieces. Let's
Look,
let's free ball.
I want to go for it. Free ball. Okay. I want to talk about Katie. She was the one that was rejected on her wedding day by PE teacher Tim.
And why was she rejected? Pray tell.
Because she was not blonde and petite, which is what he normally goes for. Hence why he's still single.
Yes.
It's not working for you, Tim.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
I've got more to say about Tim, but anyway. Yeah. I want to rave about her fashion. I love the colours she wears. I love the crocodile necklace.
Was that a crocodile? I thought maybe it was a lizard.
There's a lizard, there's
Oh,
a crocodile,
crocodile.
there's a whole heap of necklaces that she has. I watch her with her fiery red hair go, yes.
Yeah.
That woman's got style.
It's a personality. I did notice her because last night we were watching and my husband's like, is that a crocodile or a lizard around her neck? But I can see why you'd like it. I reckon she must be Aquarian. She's got an Aquarian sense of fashion of just like a bit quirky, bit out there.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is, I do love about it is the personalities. So, and I love that, yes, she knew who she was and is not afraid to express it.
She's worked on herself to be where she is. And then she got set up with this drongo.
Douchebag. I've got douchebag there.
I've got drongo PE teacher. And I say, I'm a prior teacher. And I look at him and go, you are dumb.
So years of education has got you. You're a dum-dum.
You're a dum-dum.
Yeah.
He's a dum-dum. Like, even at the ceremony, it was the last night.
Yeah.
And he was just gaslighting her in plain sight. And she started like, and she was blaming herself.
But then the experts in quotation marks said, that's gaslighting 101. And everyone's like, yes,
like
it is.
The Greek Lady Gaga. What's her name?
Yeah.
The Greek girl. She looks like Lady Gaga to me. She's wearing a rah, 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 rah. And she was like, yeah. Because she was picking up on it.
Yes. And she called it out and she stood up for her, even though at one point she was on her own. And I'm like, yes, like everyone. She was example to women out there, like how you stand up for.
If you were single, right, and you're at that dinner party and you saw that happening, would you stand up for someone or would you be quiet?
I would now.
Yeah.
In my 20s, would I have had the guts? I don't know.
I wouldn't have known.
I would have been drunk, actually, to be honest.
What's going on over here?
Free drink. I would have been, that's what I would have
I reckon I would have pulled Katie aside and go, listen, this isn't right.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Not good. But in saying like the drongos and douchebags, that's in my rant and rave. Rant because, it just reminds you that there are all sorts out there and there are some people that just don't get it. They just don't get it and they're single for a reason.
That's why they're single. That's why they need the expert.
100% why they're single. But on the rave side of it, it makes for good content. Oh my gosh. Because like everyone, look, we're all, we're
all in a flutter.
We're all united in our, not hatred, but you know what I mean? Like in our anger and
emotions.
Yes. So it's entertaining. It's entertaining.
That's funny. There's so much I want to talk about, Mez. The older couple, Morena and Tony,
Mm-hmm.
his cousin.
Oh, my God.
And how his cousin was like so protective. He's too old for you, man.
Yeah.
She's only 4 years older than him.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
He's like the villainous Joe Pesci of the series. Like,
I think
calm
and his
down.
words were like, you should have been rewarded, a younger woman.
Yes.
Yes. God, can't get off it.
Yeah, and that's why he's still single too.
Exactly. So I will be.
It was, yeah. I was like, calm down. Be happy for your cousin.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
wogs.
Can't do anything with it. Can't take me anywhere. So my rant about it is obviously the fake news. The
Yeah.
setup of it, like, obviously some of the storylines, they're really. What you laughing at? What you giggling
That's
over
not
there?
the
Giggling
story.
Gertie.
There's so many storylines to it. It's just so many people you just think of, well, thank God I am who I am.
Oh, thank God I'm like not out
Thank God my
there.
husband
Yes.
is who he is.
Exactly. Yeah. So the fakeness of it and the whole thing of it's there to find love. Like, really, if you look at the percentages of couples that have lasted, no, that's a lie.
It's there to be an influencer.
Yep.
It's there to provide content.
Yes.
It's there to get viewers.
100%.
And I'm a sucker because I'm like, I wanted someone to fall in love. I need someone to get in love.
We are still invested. So when you actually do get the couples that
Yeah.
do genuinely fall in love, it's kind of like, oh, it does.
We were
Why do I care? Why do I care?
Why do I care?
I don't know, but I do.
See, I'll tell you why we care.
Yeah.
Because we're part of the bachelorette and bachelor generation when
Yeah.
it first came out and people are genuinely on it for love.
Yes.
That's why we care, because we were on the foundation of love and now it's lies.
Yes, it's all lies. So lies.
So lies.
Speaking of the lies, the quotation mark experts, we matched you two because, it would be a good match. Bullshit. You matched them because you knew there'd be fireworks and producers told you so.
They matched Jackie and Ryan. So,
They're the two ones that were in love with each other.
Yeah.
Like, in love with themselves, sorry.
In love with themselves.
Yes,
They paired them up because no one else would go for them.
True.
That's why their delusional joins them
Yeah.
to make an illusion of normalcy.
Which we shattered because the egos are too big. Yeah.
God.
So they're experts, yeah. Good on you, experts.
Can I say something?
If they're experts, I'm an expert podcaster. Call me Joe Rogan.
Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, just the delusion. And even was it Elliot? Remember Elliot? And he wanted the young trad wife. And he got someone in her 30s and he was sorely disappointed when he found out her age. He walked out.
Yeah. But she wanted to be a trad wife, but
She wanted
it. Age.
They had the same values.
Yeah, but they had the Leonardo DiCaprio where, sorry, you can't be over 25. Come on.
Get over yourself.
Oh, I think, again, if you are, probably above 25 or whatever, and you still think, okay, I need to have someone this age, and you've got all these prerequisites, you're going to be disappointed and you'll be floundering out to single seat.
You got to be able to reflect on yourself in order to move forward. You got to work on yourself
Here's
to
the
be
expert.
a couple.
MAFS, do you hear? Expert for next year.
Here we go.
Right there.
Call me John.
What I do love about it, again, talking about
I forgot we're raving. I was ranting.
going on it. Is the characters. So, you've got there's not just, you get a few like everyday Joe Blows on there, but they're the people who will, again, provide good content and be out there. Yes.
There were a couple of seasons where the girls all looked the same because they all had the same injectors and stuff.
Oh my
and now that's starting to
yes, you're right. Actually,
pan out.
Yes.
The girls are looking different.
Yeah, there wasn't just all one. We are poking our fingers because we agree. But even the guys are a bit different as well. And it's funny going back to that guy. What did you say his name was? Is it
Tim.
Yeah. When he first got
Tim
together with the
Sims.
guys, he's like, oh, I'm always the good guy. And I'm like, bullshit.
You are not the good. You are deluded.
I know.
Delulu.
He looks like he's the good guy because he's not the most attractive looking. Like he just looks like the guy next door. But
oh my God, he's the guy from the dungeon.
Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. Get back to dungeon.
Get back to the dungeon. All right, so rant or rave? MAFS freaking rave. It's a rave.
It's ridiculous, and I kind of hate myself for saying this, but I rave it too.
Back to the future.
Then and now.
From the Datsun to the DeLorean
to the Tesla.
to the Tesla. We're going to look at
Riding in cars.
and I and
You'll
it's
kick
so
me like that.
and it's so funny you say that
Yeah.
because I wrote about cars specifically. I was like brainstorming last night going, I don't know shit about cars, but okay.
You're the one that gave us the topic. Like what's like riding in
forgot.
cars.
I was like, all right, Tesla, yep, all right.
How does he find out about cars?
Well, get a load of this. All right, so riding in cars. Then petrol.
Yes.
Now electricity.
Well done. Tick to your funds for your good research. Going back to petrol, remember the days when you could actually, vague memory, because it's obviously before we drove, when you pull up to a petrol station, someone could come and pump a
They
gas
had
for you.
the wallet,
yes.
the brown wallet, and I remember Mum would buy $10 worth of petrol.
Oh my goodness.
She'd pay that and wouldn't have to get out the car.
Yes.
The petrol attendant.
That is cool.
Oh,
I really wish we were like in America, you can just put the hose nozzle on there and let it go. You don't
I didn't
actually
know
have
that.
to hold it onto it.
really?
Click it in. Anyway,
Okay.
side note. Okay, so then think about hot day. You get onto the
Oh.
car, the vinyl seats that would scorch you, the
Yes.
seatbelt and the huge silver buckle.
Yes,
that
they'll burn you like a cow.
like a cattle.
Oh, yes. Yes, I remember that. It was hot. And you'd always have to have the windows down.
Yeah, because there's no such thing as aircon. So on a hot
No.
day, you just have the hot wind blowing through you.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yes. I had that. No aircon. Aircon. Can I say
Yeah.
now manual cars that are now becoming defunct. And I don't know, is that a word? But I just
No.
made it up.
On the funky town. Yeah. I was having this conversation with my mother-in-law had to hire a car, and while she was waiting for it, I know this guy was talking about manual, and I said, do manual cars still exist? Because, yeah, it was a thing. Even when you're buying a car,
Yeah.
you want to order a manual.
A manual will always be the cheapest. But what's happening now is, you know how there are lots of people stealing cars from driveways and stuff?
Yeah.
Manuals are getting left alone.
Oh,
They're old.
good to know.
But yeah, young kids can't drive a manual.
Did you learn how to drive a manual?
I'm lucky to drive an auto, Nez.
True. I can attest to this. Yeah. Even that thing of having to, for your driver's license, if you can drive manual. I'd like to.
I'd like to try. Maybe that's something we could try.
Can
Learn
we
to drive
drive
a
a
manual.
Who will lend us their manual car? Come on.
Who will teach us how to drive a manual? That's a good one. All right. Do you remember
Yeah.
back then
cars
had the lighter with the coil?
Yes. Oh, I remember the coil. Oh, like you push it in.
Push it in
Yes.
and it's a red coil.
Yeah.
And when you're a kid, you do that and you burn yourself.
I totally got one on my thumb because I didn't know what it did. So I'm like, oh, I'll press my thumb to this. And it lasted there for about 2 weeks. Yeah.
Did you get a blister?
Yes. I can still remember the
Ouchies.
shape.
But now it's gone.
It is gone. But also alongside that, the ashtrays in the cars.
Ashtray.
Yes. I
Oh.
remember because smoking in cars was perfectly acceptable. So I remember you'd open up the ashtray and
Yeah, all butts inside.
Yes.
But now it's replaced with a USB.
Yeah.
And what's that called? A USB
Outlet.
inlet.
Something.
It's now, yeah, there's no more lighter. It's a USB thing you plug in.
Thingamajiggy.
Oh,
This is what I used to love. We had a
What?
station wagon, and when we would go to my family's house in Doncaster, which is very hilly,
yes.
us 3 kids in the back would lie down, and it'd be like we were on a roller coaster. No seatbelts. Why would you need seatbelts? Oh my gosh, it was like we all still talk about it randomly. It was so fun, so unsafe, but so fun.
Remember, like back in the 80s, you just shove all the cousins in the
Yes.
back.
Yep.
And there'd be someone in the like a boot and
Yep.
all that. Like
We
that was
had a
memory.
weekly trip to church, which was about half an hour drive. So my dad would drive, my mum in the front seat, me on her lap, and then my grandparents and my brothers in the back seat. So 4 in the back, 3 in the front. And
Oh
that's what
my,
we
it's so
did.
loose.
Yeah, it was loose. I suppose there were less cars on the road. But yeah, so that's a big thing. Safety in cars is definitely
well,
different.
now, like for kids, I've got booster seats till they're 7 years old or 120 centimeters.
Yep.
I'm measuring my son. I'm like, when does he have this bloody booster seat? 10
Yeah.
minutes, Mez. It
Yeah.
takes me to clip in and clip out, and I'm just done.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for their safety, I will do it.
Yes, 100%.
Remember, like you could put your limbs out, but then you were told not to because your arm would get chopped off.
Chopped off, yeah.
Now, like all windows are up. No one's like, I'm doing this like manual. No more manual. All windows are up. And it's like no one's putting cars. No one's even breathing the air outside.
Oh, so my kids will say, we'll do the thing of on a nice cruise day, put our hand outside and do the whooshy sound, like the whoosh. Oh, you can do the whoosh. It's allowed. It's okay.
No.
Don't let any
Haven't you seen the Alanis Morissette film clip where she nearly got her head chopped off by the bridge?
It's just a little bit out.
What if a motorcycle drives past and gets my kid's hand out? No whooshing. No whooshing in a Fonzmobile.
Me and my Mrs. family go whooshing.
You get your arms inside. Everything in my car, everyone must be in like a bloody, what are they called? Crash test dummy position. And you don't move. And I'm going to keep it that way.
Fair enough.
Fonz has enough stresses in her life. Oh, what about MAFS?
Yes.
Using a Melway.
Oh my gosh.
In Melbourne, you call it a Melway.
But yeah, the book of roads. The book of maps and roads.
It's a
Melways,
book.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't read one for the life of me.
Again, another thing to test in a midlife. I reckon though, we of our generation,
we will be able
to do it. Ask our kids, like when
they need to
driving.
be taught.
Yeah,
it's matching the letter to the number. Right, you've pinpointed the location. Now you've got to work backwards to find where your house is, and then move forwards.
And they're like, what about if you went to a location that went to the back of the map, like went to page hundreds and beyond?
Oh
then
my
you like
God.
have to click there, and then you go back to the other page and go over there. And if we had to go far away, because honest admission, you and I are pretty crap at navigation.
Yeah,
we are just
I will attest to that, yes.
So if we had to get to any other side of Melbourne, we'd have to research it. I would, on a piece of paper, write down my turns, where I'd have to turn and everything like that. So
because I started when I was 18 not writing the turns, and I would just use the map as I was driving.
Oh, no.
And
did you have to pull over and
I came to a realization of when I read a map, I'm on the wrong side, so I have to always do U-turns to get on the right side.
So you can't, in your brain, get the...
I can't, it's like mirror image.
Yes, yeah.
You need that PlayStation.
Turn the map upside down. And
there was something like I just couldn't read.
Yeah.
And that's okay because now we have Google Maps.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Google Maps. I love Google Maps. Oh, it's so much easier.
Takes you anywhere.
Yes. And I love it because I actually prefer to use my Google Maps rather than my car sat nav.
Oh, okay.
Because it has real-time traffic. So at least it takes you to alternative routes if you know there's an accident and stuff like that. Oh my God.
And the speed cameras, let's know where the speed cameras are.
Yeah.
I'm like,
really good.
Yeah.
Old school Melways.
Goodbye.
We're done with you.
Bring that.
Bringing them the now. But now, like thinking, okay, well, the next one is the self-driving cars and the Tesla. That's not the now. Like it is the now, and then going forward. Do I trust the Tesla?
No,
no, I do not. Because you hear so many stories. Oh, Tesla's just automatically driving itself for a car park, and
nah.
Yeah, nah. For the now.
Oh yeah, nah.
Let's whip it.
Whip it good.
No. Best music video clips of the 80s.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this one because I love video clips. I always have since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And Mez, I'm ready to jump in.
Cool. Jump in?
Jump in. Okay, mine are a bit obscure.
I said, of course, Fonzies are obscure. I'm so mainstream and Fonzies is the alternative.
Okay.
I'll see if I remember these. Yep.
Researching this is so fun because I'll start with David Lee Roth, Just a Gigolo. Okay. Now, it's from 1985 and it's a cover of the Louis Armstrong song. Yep. But how he starts in a film clip, it's like pre-Wayne's World. He introduces it's Dave TV and he introduces a music video show.
Oh, okay.
And it's like MTV. Yeah, and he just takes the piss out of it.
Ah, cool.
And then it's got these people that come up and goes, he's got charisma. And it's stuck in my head. And then it's just all about showbiz and fun.
Oh.
And the peak of it is when he invades music video clips and these people are actually in the music clip.
Yeah.
He invades Michael Jackson's music video clip. He invades Billy Idol's, Cyndi Lauper, Willie Nelson and Boy George.
Oh, wow.
And so they're reenacting their video clips and he jumps through the window and Yeah, and sings Just a Gigolo.
Is
And
that actually them?
It's them.
Oh,
It
really?
is them. They are in the
I've
clip.
gotta
You
check
have
this
to
out.
watch it.
Really?
David Lee Roth, Just a Gigolo.
Oh.
And with all 80s things, it has women in lingerie.
Okay.
And then what I loved, like, it had the censorship board, and board spelled BORED. And it's David Lee Roth in leather chaps, and one of the members of the board faints, and so a nurse comes and does CPR on him because of his risque video clip. And it is one of the best video clips. I highly recommend it.
That sounds great.
It's a great song too. It's timeless.
I'm not a big fan of the song, but maybe
I love the song.
Maybe the video clip will change.
Do you know why I love the song?
Why?
Because my dad said he was a gigolo. You know, I still remember from the 80s, that's like, this is my song.
It's my jam.
Okay, your turn.
All right. So, so the one I referenced before, Devo, Whip It.
Yeah.
Whip It good. With those hats, the triangular hats, and they've got these weird turtleneck things. And in researching, I realized people were thinking Whip It was like about, self-pleasure. But it wasn't. It was all about satirizing the American optimism. So yeah, whip it, like it's all about, the Americans, like the house is burning down, like we keep going, you can do it.
Toxic positivity.
Yes, so that's what it's about. So yeah, and the music video, I don't know, it's just iconic with the hats and it's a bit obscure because it's sort of set in a Western thing, and as the woman is cross-eyed and she doesn't know where to aim, and she's like there with the whip. Like it's just I feel like the best video clips of which are the ones we're talking about. The ones that we watch now, 30 years later, 40 years later, some of them.
40, yeah.
That still hold up and still entertain.
Music video clips were an art back then. I don't know about today. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know from the 80s and 90s, like there was always a story.
Because it was new. Because MTV launched in 1981. So it's a new thing. And all of a sudden, okay, we can put visuals to these great songs. And they went above and beyond.
Yeah. It was like the TikTok of the day.
Yes, yeah.
It was brilliant. And like to go on to that, there's so much I want to talk about. I'll start with Queen, I Want to Break Free, 1984, where all the members are in drag.
Yes.
But they're parodying Coronation Street. So Queen are British, right?
Yeah.
And they did it, and Freddie Mercury is in a vinyl black skirt,
the pink top,
hair, and his mustache and the fake boobs.
Yep.
And the rest of the band addresses women from Coronation Street, and then it goes into Freddie in tight leather pants, and then turns into performative art. And the English or the UK ate it up. They loved it. But the Americans did not, because they didn't get the reference of Coronation Street.
I didn't know about the Coronation Street. All I remember is
the
Freddie.
mustache. Yep. Yeah. And the song went down in the charts. Their video clip was down in the charts because people missed the reference culturally.
Yeah.
But it was brilliant.
Yeah. Great song too.
I love that song. That's how I look. That's how I look when I miss a wax and I'm vacuuming.
Those boobs are pointy though. They're very
nice pointy boobs.
This one's a classic, and actually I think there's a filter on TikTok, so we've got to do this. Take on me. Where it's like a comic book meets real life, and then he pulls her into the comic book and they're running away, and it's like, obviously, that was big in regards to digital effects.
Yes.
But it still stands up. It's still very enjoyable to
very
watch.
Good.
And a great song too.
What if the girl dragged the cartoon guy into the real life? Would he be depressed?
I don't know. I haven't thought this much into it.
This just comes into my head. I'm going to do another one, another obscure one. Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer.
Yes. High five.
High five.
In researching this last night, I knew the song, but didn't know the video clip. I watched it. I'm like, I've got to show this to my kids. They're going to love it.
Yeah, it is so brilliant.
Good. Explain
the way it goes from stop-start motion and pairing the lyrics, human body to the beat of the song. So it shows like the inception, the sperm, the egg, the thing, and it's to the beat of Sledgehammer. Then it goes to animation. Then it goes to claymation. It's brilliant. It's so ahead of its time.
I had no idea of this film clip. I watched it last night. I was like, this is freaking awesome. Again, 40 years after the fact, I'm like, wish I knew about this earlier.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I do remember it. I remember watching it on Video Hits, and I remember Peter Gabriel singing, "Tell me about your fruit cakes." I mean, what are these fruit cakes? And I remember fruit.
Yes, but it is
It's
cool.
very, very good.
It's so clever.
Yes.
So clever. Okay, this is an obvious one. No, I'm going to leave my obvious one to the end.
Okay.
Let's go. Olivia Newton-John. Livy, physical.
Oh.
Let's get physical. Obviously, this is her shaking off her good girl image, and it's all about the like I'm doing
About the thrusting
and the bending over and the lycra. But then it's got some comedy into it
Yeah.
So it's fun and it's very memorable. Memorable. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it is very memorable. There's
Yeah.
a good song too. I do
Yeah.
enjoy that song. All right, my last one is the Beastie Boys, 1986, "Fight for Your Right to Party,"
I actually don't know what the film clip is.
where the Beastie Boys have got this knack to be nerdy and cool at the same time.
Oh,
But
we're halfway there.
We've
we've got the nerdy.
they're cool, but for some reason they look a bit nerdy when they were younger.
Yeah.
But it starts with like the mummy, the mum and the dad. They got nerd sons, and they're leaving. Go and no parties, and so the parents leave, and the guy goes, "Do you like parties?" "Yeah, we can invite our friends and have soda and pie." And then it cuts to the Beastie Boys like, and they come and they trash the party, and it's that classic, like the punkers and the nerds, and they all combine. They corrupt the nerds.
Oh, cool.
And they had to fight for your right to party,
Party.
and it was all about corruption, and it was so good.
Oh, very good. I shall have to watch it. 'Cause
Yeah, watch it. It's good.
I feel like I missed out on some of the a whole period, or I watched them so young and I just forgot about it and
Can
can't
I
remember
just say,
Yeah.
just acting like the Beastie Boys, I think I put my neck
it. Did you? You're looking at me like oddly. I'm like, what's wrong?
I've hurt my neck. No, keep going.
It's too much fighting for you, right? Okay, this has to be one of the best ones. Michael Jackson, Thriller,
Of course.
classic. And let me tell you a little story about this.
Oh, okay.
Like what I'm saying, I haven't watched many of these video clips since I was a kid. And so about 5-6 years ago, we used to have music nights once a week in my family to introduce the kids to music. I thought, all I remember from the Thriller was the great dancing, those classic dance moves.
Yeah.
So let's watch it. My son was, I think, 4. My daughter was 6. And I had no idea how scary it was for them. They actually had nightmares for a week and they were crying by the end of it. And halfway through, I'm like, oh, I do not remember Michael Jackson actually turning into a werewolf. I just remember the dance moves.
Yeah.
And at the end, she screams, ah!
And the kids are crying in the corner.
And seriously, my son had nightmares for a week and they still remember this. So
Look,
learned.
Can I say, if this makes you better as a parent, I remember going to the video shop and getting that video out as a 5-year-old. I used to love it.
Yeah.
And I used to be scared of it. I used to watch the first bit and then turn it off.
Oh.
So my parents let me watch it in the 80s as 5. So you're cool.
I'm cool.
You're
All
cool.
right.
You're loose. Oh, that was fun.
It
You got
was.
more?
No, but I'm just saying that for me, out of all of them, I can't go past Michael Jackson. To me, that's like my best choreographed dance move, great song.
Yeah.
And you got the werewolf and the whole. It's a whole little movie in itself.
Yes, it is. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, so
Oh,
a lot
so
of fun.
good one.
Yes, I had no idea that the 80s actually produced so many good video clips.
Yeah.
Like as you said with the invention or
Yeah,
beginning
the invention of MTV.
It makes sense now.
Well done.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for listening today.
And the usual spiel, like, subscribe, and all that stuff.
All that
Jazz.
Yeah.
See you
please.
next week.
See you.